Why is that deal flashing at us? Oh.
I didn't know. We're starting?
Oh, we're not.
Are we going now?
We're not able to?
Well, I didn't see the green light. Green light says go.
It's all right. It looks good on here.
Red light stop.
Yes,
Why is it so-
is the head nod a yes?
Why is it so warm outside, but it's cold in here?
Dude,
What's the problem?
so cold in here.
It's been cold for the last 3 weeks.
Maybe that ceiling fan will bring down some of the warm air.
Did you reverse it yet?
No.
Oh.
No, Erin does not believe in that.
I mean, I did.
Actually, I think she does. We were laying in bed last night, and it was freezing in there, of course. And you know the situation with our bedroom.
Yeah.
And she's like, she starts asking if I believe that if they would have routed, let me see how she put it. If they would have routed the vents differently, if it would be warmer. She thinks maybe they routed them differently because it's so cold in the living room. And I said, no, you know why it's so cold in the living room, right? Because it's...
You got those two big doors.
Well, and there's, I guess you call it cathedral, even though it's a barn-dominium.
Yeah.
It's still cathedral,
It's
I
a
guess.
huge ceiling.
It's a huge ceiling.
Yeah.
And then you have a 10 by 10 roll-up door and a 10 by 10 roll-up door in the living room.
Yes.
I don't care what you do, you don't keep the cold air out.
I mean, do you realize why your doors are so insulated out here in the shop?
That's right. Instead of just glass.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same thing as this door.
Yes.
So then you get into our bedroom. So it's freezing out in the living room, and that's where the thermostat's at. So then in the middle of the night, it kicks on the heater, and then it warms up our bedrooms so much that we get hot, and it never kicks off in the living room. So we literally have our vents in our bathroom and in our bedroom closed, so that it doesn't get so warm in there. And the heat that still comes through the closed vents is all the heat that we get in our bedroom. So when we go to bed at night, it's freezing. But then in the middle of the night, it's hot.
Ugh,
So I don't really know what to do to fix it except put the thermostat in my bedroom.
that's about it.
It does. And I also get the fireplace going. So I stand by the fireplace because I'm cold in the living room.
Yeah.
And then it gets so warm in there that
But nowhere else.
It's warm. The thermostat thinks that it's warm.
Yep.
And also, so we have a big, what do you think? You think it's a 10-foot? I think it's 10 foot.
The glass
The
door?
ceiling fan.
Oh, yeah.
In the living room.
Every bit of 10 foot.
It's probably, the blades are at least 5 foot, so it's a 10-foot ceiling fan. You turn it on, man, hey, and it's like a blizzard in there.
Yeah.
Or hot in the summer.
Yeah.
So I always reverse them, and try to explain to her, no, you suck the cold air up, and it takes the hot air that is trapped way up there, 20
Heat
foot.
rises.
Because our ceilings are, what are they?
16 feet.
The walls are, I think, the walls on our shop are 16 feet.
Yeah.
18. They're 18 feet on the shop. Man, the walls have got to be 10 to 12 in there. And so then then the pitch of the roof.
Yeah.
So 18 by the time you get to the top, sucks it up, and then it rolls down, and then the heat comes in. I don't know that she believes that.
See, I never did either, but I started doing that last year when we started doing it in the shop here, and I watched my energy bill go
I
down.
feel like we had this talk before, and you did not believe
I
me
didn't. I
about that.
100% didn't believe it. I've heard it my whole life. But, my parents never did that, and I grew up poor too, and I figured that they would have done anything to save a little money. We never did that.
We didn't have
because
a whole
we
lot
like
of
to feel
ceiling
the
fans.
fan blowing on us.
And yeah, if you in the summertime, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
You're supposed to turn the fan to where the air blows on you and keep all that hot air up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really weird. But anyways, that's
Yeah.
Oh, I'm always cold, man.
I am very cold. Anyways, welcome back to Moron Nation Unfiltered, episode 4. He just wants to press the button.
What's the button?
I found out how to do the. I
He's-
had it turned down,
He
so I
found a
messed
new
it
toy.
up.
What
I
can you
messed it up.
do?
I can.
And things like that?
I can't
Yeah.
say it again. Say it again.
Oh, are you going to edit this or what?
No. Just,
Oh, okay.
No,
welcome
we
back.
don't edit things. We don't edit things.
Yeah, welcome back to Moron Nation Unfiltered, episode 4. Did it do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Nice.
What did it do?
It's a round of applause.
Oh.
So, man, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We would like to grow this a little more. We're steady at 3 to 4 of y'all listening. So let's go ahead and pump those numbers up. Figured we'd get another podcast in before we left for.
Yeah, we kind of have to because it's going to be a weird. We're going to be gone for 2.5 weeks, maybe 3. So, man, you know how it is. By the time we travel and by the time we edit all this, we would miss. It would be a month without it.
Yep.
So, I do believe what we're going to do is take the podcast stuff with us and do one while we're there also.
I think we should. You know how it goes, man. Like, work has to get done no matter where you're at, what you're doing. So, golly, amateur hour.
Amateur.
Yeah, but
First
also
day stuff.
taking it to a race opens up more opportunities for guests. And stuff
Oh yeah,
like
no,
that.
we'll get Ryan and Carson on for sure.
Yep.
And talk about our small tire event coming up.
Yep.
You know?
So we're ready. We're loaded up. Blue is loaded up. We're getting ready to head down to Bradenton for the second race of the Drag Illustrated Winter Series for the U.S. Street Nats presented by M&M Transmissions.
Big Dig Mick.
Yep. BDM.
Yeah.
BDM. Which brings us to this episode.
Our sponsor for this episode.
Yep.
Mark Mickey Transmissions, man. We've talked about them in the past, and if you walk around the Pro Mods at any of these races, what do you think? 9 out of 10? Let's say 7 out of 10 because
9 out of 10 of the automatic transmissions are going to be M&M for sure.
Yeah, at this level.
Yeah.
You know, and that is definitely, guys, not us bad-mouthing anybody else because we got a couple of other transmission companies out there that we love too. You know, but at stuff like this,
yeah.
And I think what makes him so successful is the fact that he's out there with us.
100%. I mean, he's been out there R&D and stuff for us turbo guys for years and years. When everyone else gave up on the turbo combination, Mark just kept on rolling.
Still putting in work.
So,
you know, and the stuff that he's came up with for the turbo stuff to work has just been amazing. You know, so, and not to mention, man, he's a buddy.
I mean,
you know, that goes a long ways. Mark's a buddy.
Mark's
his whole
awesome.
Crew is awesome.
His nephew or whatever.
Yes,
Bryce is awesome.
Bryce. All of the guys that he has around his camp are great. You know, and they've definitely shooed us into the right direction on this turbo car. And,
for sure.
And we're better for it.
Oh yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, no. When we had Blue loaded up there last year for the first 2 events we ever had with that car, they were over in our pit helping us get that thing lined out.
Not to mention answering the stupid questions that we have.
Yeah, that's what I mean by getting it lined out. Every question that we had, one of them guys answered. So much appreciated to Mark Mickey, all his crew. Yep. This, specifically M&M Transmissions for sponsoring this show.
And the next race that we're gonna go try to win.
And the U.S. Street Nats presented by M&M. Yep. So we mentioned Blue is loaded up. We did just get Blue refreshed.
Yeah.
Motor and turbos.
So.
Or engine, if y'all are that guy.
Yeah. So we did pull it apart, just like we said, and we've talked about this numerous times. So we're not gonna beat on this subject too much, guys. But we did pull everything apart, went over everything. It wasn't time for new rods, so we just took the old pistons off, put brand new rings, brand new everything on the brand new diamond pistons.
Yep.
Put them on the old rods, shoved them back in the car, fired it up. Actually, we didn't fire it up. Let me hold off on that.
Yeah,
we got a phone call from our buddies over at Hart's Turbos, and they said, we got the latest, greatest.
Yep. Somebody's out there testing this week, and we need to do some updating to your turbos.
That's right. So probably going to make a little bit more boost than what we have been. And not to mention the weather is supposed to be very, very cold in Florida this week, which we've talked about it in the past. Doesn't always equate over to good air.
It does down there,
but in Florida, listen to me, guys. I take back everything that I said about cold air not equating to good air. In Florida, it usually does.
It did last year anyways.
It did last year. Last year at this same race, we were in the 0.997 range pretty much every pass that we made. And as all of you know I tell this a lot, but in 104 air, We went 355.
That is a fact.
So I got high standards, man.
I mean, that was one of my questions for you. What are your expectations? Like,
No,
we're headed down early to test.
We are.
What's your expectations here?
Also, for the record, we fired this baby up and put it in the trailer earlier with the new turbos, with the new rings, with the new pistons, and man, I didn't see a bit of smoke.
Not one.
Not saying it's not going to smoke when we get down there, guys.
Yep.
Just saying we think it's going to be better. Obviously, we got with Turbo Smart, and we got the what are they actually called?
They're called the oil pressure regulator. Is all it's called. Basically, it's a little valve in line from the turbo feed side of the turbo, and it
regulates how much psi.
It regulates our 130 psi of oil down to 40 psi.
130 is putting it lightly.
Yeah, that's if it's real hot. And,
Yeah. And the oil has a few passes on it.
Yeah.
But
we got all the oil.
We have all the oil pressure in blue, and it was great. Like it didn't hardly smoke. Actually, I didn't really see any smoke whenever you fired it up that second time. When you first fired it up, yes, I saw a little bit.
I mean, a little bit, but it's probably hung out in the pipes from last time that everything was smoking so bad.
Also, a lot of people and people who are used to building engines will not realize this, but we don't use valve seals. So when all that oil drains back, a little bit of it is going to go through the intake runners.
Mm-hmm.
So as part of it on D-cell at the end of the track,
when it's got that
also
vacuum
whenever
again.
it has vacuum in it, that's going to pull a little bit into the chambers also. But there's got to be a reason that they don't run them. Can't really tell you why they don't. Because race engines don't have to have them. I heard a lot of people back in the day used to always tell me that, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to run them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a specific reason why they don't. I don't know what it is though.
No, but you know what? We don't have to change a lot. Valve seals.
Never. I've never once changed
That's
a valve
right.
seal on
Not on a Hemi. So, but that makes it cool.
Yep. So it's blues loaded up, ready to go. Headed down to this week to test. I have high expectations. I'm sure you do too.
I do. If we don't run a personal best while testing, then we're not testing correct.
I mean, it's kind of what testing's for.
That's what testing is for. And I think Brandon is confident, and I think we're going to be all right. So
people tend to think we're going to be all right as long as
the track is going to be where it needs to be. I think we'll be all right.
So there's been people down there testing for the last 2 weeks, right? Has anyone said if the track's any better than it was at the last one? I mean, it was obviously good at the last one. People went really fast, as soon as they let go of the button all the way to the end. But
I don't know of anybody in a turbo car besides Mark that was down there doing anything.
God, I don't know if there's any turbo cars left besides us and Mark. Is there?
I don't know. So, obviously Ryan was doing a little bit of testing in a turbo car for somebody, but they, how it is, new combination, new car, new-ish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just really hadn't had a chance to get a handle on it yet.
Turbos are mad hard, yo.
Turbos are hard. They are. They're not for everybody. We've mentioned that numerous times. There's easier ways to go fast, guys. And speaking of Ryan and speaking of going fast, let's move right on into first to the threes, man.
First to the threes on a okay. He's the first to the threes on a 28-10-5. Obviously, there's a lot of you, maybe not you people that are watching this show or listening.
You people
that are listening to this show. There's a big difference between a 28-10-5 slick and a 275 radial.
Yeah.
Yes, Ryan didn't go a 350 like 275 radials did. If you put a 275 radial on that red car, it's going to go the same 350s or 340s or whatever the 275 guys are running now.
Yes, absolutely.
But yes, first to the threes.
And there's lots of people who want to laugh and want to say first, ha, 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 like the no-time guys have done it in the past. Let me tell you something, guys. There's a handful of no-time cars out there that are fast. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't care. I don't care who gets mad. You guys run no-time so that people can't see what you guys actually run.
Man.
I'm not a no-time guy, man. I understand that we've not shown times a lot. We've made a living running no prep stuff, and if you ask me at every one of them, let's light the boards.
Yes.
Let's show people that we are fast.
Put the bulbs in the tree and light the boards. Let's go racing.
We've said it numerous times. I don't care. I'm just, and I don't mind grudge racing people, but I don't understand the whole, I won't race in this if there's class cars in it. I don't understand that. I don't understand why. I'm a true grudge racer, so I won't line up next to a car who's shown times. Get out of here, man.
Just tell me you're slow, dog.
Yeah, like if you're in class trim, that is totally different than going out there and being outlaw and running anything that you want.
Pulling the 200 pounds of ballast out of the car. And
That's right.
Adding nitrous and speeding your blower up and all that stuff.
So much stuff to do. Yeah. So if you are a no time guy and your times don't match what trim cars do, then stick to your no time stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
because
I agree
because
with
then
you.
You're going to get slapped around once that car takes that 200 pounds out of it.
Yes.
And you're out there giving it all you got.
If you got a no time 275 car and you're scared to line up with Tommy Euman's gray Mustang because
that bitch
he runs the same as you, then
you got some issues.
Man,
because
let
me tell you how
off.
much weight is in that car that Lyle's driving. It's a lot, okay?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
He takes that weight out of that car, and you're running the same as him. Them no time guys probably shouldn't line up next to him.
Yeah. No, hey, I agree. I don't care for no time racing at all. I wish the boards were lit.
As a spectator, hell, even as a racer, man, I want to light the boards up.
Dude,
but as a spectator, I damn sure don't want to watch no time racing.
Dude, think about the first time this summer when we lit the boards with the Nova. How cool was that?
It was awesome.
Dude, we went side-by-side 365s with Ryan. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in person.
And then later on, he had to go 64.
Did he go 64?
He did.
I thought he just went a quicker 65.
Yeah, he went a 64. I think he went red against me and went a 64.
No, he went red against you, and you both went 65.
Okay, then I think that because he's got the track record there now.
He has the mile per hour and time record, but he set the ET record the next day during the sun was out.
Yeah, I went a 64.
Yeah.
You
can go to their website right now, and it says Ryan Martin.
Had a big dick me.
Yeah, no, boards on's way cooler.
Boards on's way cooler. I don't care what you say. As spectators, they want to see, and I'm telling you right now. So, which brings us up to another big thing, and they are going to show times on the 28th this year.
Yes.
So not only did Ryan, he was testing for this race and got first to the threes. Whether or not you believe that or not, doesn't matter. And also whether you believe that record won't stand because he did it in testing.
That's one of the dumbest arguments that I've ever heard.
Now, if it was for a trim car, then I understand that because he could have not been in trim. But first to the threes has zero to do with any type of trim racing. You know why? Because it doesn't matter how much he weighed. But let me tell you something. That car's heavy.
That car is heavy.
There's a lot of cars out there that are lighter than that car. Like, that car's kind of like both of our cars. You can't get it any lighter.
Which is crazy. I figured that car could get really light.
Man, it was built, what, 15 years ago? How many years ago was that car built?
Yeah, back in
I'm not saying it hasn't got upgraded and things like that.
Or 12.
But that is an old chassis, which also the people that think you got to have a brand new chassis every year. You know, that car right there should tell you that you don't. Lots of people, man. Oh. Like, look at all the MPK racers that have new cars being built every year.
Oh. I thought there was only one.
No, I can name 3 right now. Swellstrom's one of them. Kai's one of them. Pinky's one of them.
Well, they didn't build new cars. They just went out and bought old bracket cars and had them updated.
Well, I mean, how's that going to work any better than the car that you had last year?
I know, it never made sense to me why you need a new car, then you go buy an old one.
No, but let's use Kai as an example, considering Aiden has on a Kai Kelly Racing shirt right now.
Which one is it?
Yeah, hey, which Kai Kelly shirt is that?
It's the one with the...
What's on the back? Turn around, let me see.
It's whenever they first went...
Just turn around.
They did something, I forgot.
When he won the Pro Mod race last
when
year.
he won Snowbirds. Yeah, no, that's a cool shirt.
Yeah, it's got Puddin' eating a crown on the back of it.
Well, so...
That's his favorite
Every one of his cars are fast.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah. Put them on a big tire, put them on a small tire. They're all fast. Yeah. Does any of them work better than the other ones?
Didn't.
Why didn't he get a new one?
I don't know. I don't have the answers to these questions. I just know I thought it was strange to go need a new car, or think you need a new car, and then go buy an old car.
I mean, I don't know that when Pinky built that badass Trans Am, if it ran any better than the Cadillac.
Cadillac's cooler for sure.
I think the Cadillac's been faster now that he's been racing it in Pro Mod, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Trans Am did?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously Pinky has a niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Painting things pink, and he picked two really cool cars to build. You know?
Yes, he nailed one of them.
But stop. They both need to sit down about a foot in the back. But other than that, they're both really cool cars. It was sad to see him, obviously crash the one.
Uh-huh.
But the Cadillac looks like it's still running good.
Yeah.
But that's not me picking on any of them guys. That's me showing that an old chassis can still get it done.
No, it for sure can. Like, I understand, and I don't know, pro stock cars, they have a shelf life because they're built so light. Like, you can only shake those cars so many times before they start ripping themselves apart.
And shake is the biggest killer of these cars.
Yes.
Anything on a big tire.
So maybe that's why their cars are so much lighter than ours. You always hear about these no-prep cars that are 2,400 pounds.
And maybe that's why they got to build new ones.
And maybe so. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Because from what I understand, Pinky's cars are light.
Yeah.
But if he's racing in something, you got to put that weight in there anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to Ryan being the first. There's much lighter cars out there, and man, for him to just blow by the 399 mark.
Yeah, he went deep into threes.
It's impressive, man. Like anytime you can do that on that tire, it's pretty amazing. But we've said this for how many years now? Technology just keeps on getting better.
Well, what's
Track
crazy
prep keeps on getting better.
What's crazy is this happens super fast, because up until kind of the last
20s.
Well, yeah, up until the last couple of years, like if you could run 20s on a 28, you were a bad mofo. And then teens came around.
Which, for the record, guys, we're not pointing fingers at any. All these guys have been faster than us. We haven't had the OG out since when?
Armageddon.
Since Armageddon. And we did all right at Armageddon.
Yeah.
We went pretty fast at Armageddon. But we showed up, and I think that's whenever we realized that we're going to be behind the curve.
Well, yeah, because everyone had nitrous.
We realized that we were the only car there without nitrous.
We're the biggest advocates for nitrous, and we're the only car in the parking lot without nitrous.
Because we thought that people weren't there yet, and we literally thought, "Hey, man, we've been 20s. We're going to do good here."
Yeah.
And then we realized that there was everybody else that was running that, but a little bit faster too.
Yes.
And they were running nitrous. So we've been 420s with the OG on that same small tire. We have not had the thing out and really just hit it hard. We still are not even spinning the blower that hard.
We're spinning as hard as we spin the white car.
Are we?
Yeah.
I didn't think we were yet. Because I know that we put the bigger blower on it. We got the Dash 1 on it. But up until what? Last year? Up until we tested
steel last year, we had the 121.
We had the 121 on the car.
We kept the Dash 1 on it after we got back from Georgia.
Radio. Yes, from the radio racing. When we did the wheelie.
Ugh. Went 70s,
when we flew the car. Yeah. So,
yeah, let's not do that again. That wasn't cool.
No. But anyways, I'm getting off track again.
So the 3-second barrier on a 28-10-5 has been eclipsed, and it's badass. And for all of you guys out there on the internet saying, "Oh, he's the first one to report it," where's the slips at? I'm telling you right now, I don't care what kind of pride you have or what kind of stupid no time whatever you think you've got to uphold. If someone else had run a 3, I feel like it would have been posted. That's my personal opinion.
You got to post it. Like, I talked to Ryan about it, and he's like, "Man, I don't know." And I was like, "Look, you know me, man. Like, Ryan's a little more secretive than I am."
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, man, I'd have posted that right after
I'd have had a picture of the scoreboard up on my way down to get you.
That's right. And I'd have been totally fine with it because, man, that's saying something, man. Yeah. It's not like you just did a personal best. You did better than anybody else.
Yes.
And you can say, "Oh, people have been faster. They just know proof in no time." Come on.
Look, just because there's no time on a scoreboard doesn't mean that they aren't still getting slips.
Yeah.
MPK is one of the only organizations or races that we didn't get slips on. Everyone else, you get a slip at the end of the track. It's cut in half, so you don't see the other guy's time.
And also, there's other people like talking about. I saw one guy in particular who said, I guarantee after first round at that last race, everybody was running in the threes. No, they weren't. Man.
Larry had a draggy that said 370. No, he didn't.
Yeah, 370.
No, he didn't.
Come on. So I heard, and Scott even posted his time slip up. Remember, he got in trouble. Everybody got mad about it and acted like you're gonna kill the class. If you're racing in that class, guys, you got a pretty decent idea of what the front runners are running.
You better anyway.
And if you don't, then you're going out first round. Which even if you do, somebody's gonna go out first round.
Got to.
You know, like what did Ryan went out first round, right?
He did.
Didn't he draw Larry? First round?
Yes, he did.
And lost.
Yep.
That happens, guys. You know, that's part of it. What happened? Did he cry and go home and say, I can't outrun Larry?
Nope.
You know what he did?
On his program.
He worked on his program and he went out and he was the first person to the threes.
Yep.
That's what you got to do.
I mean, it didn't just happen either. It's not like they unloaded the car and it went threes. They tested for 2 solid days. Yep.
So, and I understand, guys, and I see a bunch of people talk about money this and money that. Yeah, and it does help.
It helps.
It does.
It helps.
You can't deny that.
Nope.
You cannot deny that it helps but there's a lot of cars out there that got the best of the best who will never get close to that. So it ain't all about having money.
No, it just helps.
You
still got to put the work in. You still got to have the brain trust behind you. It's not just money.
That's right.
Like plain and simple, it's just not all money.
Like we've talked about, man, in the past. Every team is not going to have the same. There's a tier to this, you know, and there's going to be teams out there that have more money than others. Some people can get it done with less.
Yep.
And that is amazing when they can.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm telling you right now, man, you take half of somebody like Ryan who's going to go out there and do what it takes to win. Take half of his program away from him. He's still going to do whatever he has to do to go out and win, just like what we are.
Yes. I mean, plain and simple, if you want to run at the top, you're not – I don't think you're going to buy your way there. Like I guess you could buy the crew to do it for you, but someone's still putting in the work.
Somebody is, yes.
Like that's just all there is to it.
It's a lot of work. You got to line every car out. Not every car wants the same stuff either.
Nope.
So you can't just buy a crew to come in and magically run those numbers.
No.
I mean, for them to do that with the Fireball in such a short amount of time is pretty amazing.
It's literally the first race he's ever had it out.
He literally put that car, and it was the first pass he ever made at the Snowbirds.
So somebody made a post leading up to the Snowbirds asking who everyone thought had the fastest 28-10-5 car.
Well, he's still got the other car, too.
And that's what I said. I said until someone posted a 3-second slip, this is whenever I thought they were turning the clocks on the first race, until someone posted a 3-second slip from this coming up Bradenton race, I think Ryan Martin has the fastest 28-10-5 car in the Phoenix, his 69.
It's still fast. There's no doubt about it. And I think that car's been way faster than us, too.
Yes.
I'm not saying that he couldn't go threes in that car.
Because
give him a little bit, and I'll bet he can.
I'm sure he could. I mean.
But, man, it just seemed effortless in the Fireball.
It looks effortless. I mean, the first pass I watched it, I mean, it went, and he came over to our pit, and I said, man, it looked like the car went. It was just slow. He said, well, it did look slow, but then he told me the 60-foot, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Faster than we'd ever been.
Yeah, by a considerable amount.
By a tenth.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
I get caught.
So anyways, I don't want to talk about this too much because we will have Ryan.
I do. I'm amazed by it.
We will have Ryan on, and we want to talk to him a little bit about it. So we don't want to talk about it too much and then talk about everything the same. Yeah. But it's pretty amazing for sure.
Yeah. So man, we've got to do something the last couple of weeks that we haven't got to do in quite a while, and because of your messed up shoulders. We went golfing. We went golfing for the first time since Shawn did his stem cell stuff. He's been on restrictions. He's not been able to.
And I think I still am, or supposed to be.
You just said screw it.
Gotta try what you can try, right? I'm supposed to be in the gym, and I'm supposed to be working out.
There you go.
So this is what I need to work out because this is what I plan on doing.
How they feeling?
They felt pretty good. Obviously, we only golfed 9. Just to try it out and not hurt them, but I think I kind of babied them a little bit and didn't swing real hard just to make sure.
Better, so it's
and I think that anytime that you can take your golf swing and not try to kill the ball, which is what I try to do every time, you're probably going to play a little bit better. Yeah. So I didn't play horrible. I am not a good golfer. Just like we talked about bowling, I am not a good bowler, but I did okay.
It was a good time to get out there.
It's fun to get out of the shop for a little while and go and do something with some buddies that you enjoy being around. Yeah. You know, and we have some buddies who are not racers like we are that we enjoy going out and golfing with, spending time with. So it was a good time.
So everything's feeling good, and
I think so.
I
think I'm ready to kind of get back into it. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yep. I think so. I don't know about once a week.
Oh man, twice? Man, for twice?
Yeah. That'd be nice. We got too many projects in the shop,
we used to go golfing twice a week. I know. You remember that?
I know. Well, we got too many projects in the shop.
Yeah.
Got to get done.
Man, we've got two projects out of here basically now.
I know.
2 Chevelles gone. So
and a Mach 1.
And a Mach 1. So Slick Rick's been driving the Mach 1 around like he loves that thing. Other than the rear end is noisy, it's all we hear about.
So much talk about the rear end. Aiden, we saw him today.
When I went to go pick him up, whenever he broke down, he said, "Man, I think all we gotta do left is just change his rear end out."
We saw him today, and I go, "Hey, man, how's the car running?" "It's great, man. You know the rear end. You know." "Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah,
we know."
Yeah. So Slick Rick's been enjoying his Mach 1. Wendell came and got his new Chevelle from Georgia. Drove out here with his son from Georgia. Picked up the gray Chevelle that we gave away. He actually, I was laying in bed yesterday morning. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm scrolling through my phone and his number popped up. He's calling me. I was like,
oh, he called.
No. But then he instantly hung up. So he old man dialed me, right?
Yeah.
But then he texted. He said, "Man, thanks so much for."
That's cool.
We're glad we got to meet everybody. You love the car,
dude. They super great people, man. Yeah. Like his son, solid
for sure.
He's a solid dude
for sure.
Like whenever he started telling me about. And I'm not even going to put his business out there, but what he told me about with his wife and her dad.
Yes, that was cool.
Amazing, man.
That was pretty
amazing. Cool. Like, that's a solid dude to do something like that. Very respectful dude.
Yes.
You know, like.
Yes.
So, but great people, man. Every time we meet somebody that wins one of our giveaways, it's been great.
It has been, man. There's always that chance that some dirtbag is going to win these cars that just don't give a shit about us or the car. They just happen to stumble across our website, seen a cool t-shirt, and bought it.
Yes. No idea that there was even a giveaway going on.
Yeah.
Don't care about cars. Obviously, this guy, though, man. But I will say this about old Wendell.
Yeah?
Boy, he got a lead foot, man. As soon as we got in that car, man, he put it to the wood.
Yeah.
And I'm looking going, you know, first off, I'm thinking, all right, hold together, car, hold together, you know. Yeah. Second off, I'm going, I hope this dude can drive, you know. And, man, every time we turned around, he stuck it. And he's the first person, that I didn't take for a ride.
Oh, yeah.
If you notice that. Because I said, hey, man, you want to drive? Yep. I didn't even hardly get it out of my mouth before, you know, he's driving. Like, Wendell knew what he wanted, and he was going to drive it, and I see now how he's going to continue to drive that car.
Perfect.
And that is no different than how we would.
Exactly.
So I hope he even said, you know, they got a big, what is it, an octane, not a cars and coffee.
It's the
octane and...
Caffeine and
octane.
Or octane and caffeine. Whatever they do in the Atlanta area.
They do in the Atlanta area, and he talked about how big it was, and he said he can't wait to go do that. So,
yeah.
That's awesome.
That was cool. He came and got his car, and then we dropped a video yesterday of Richie Chevelle, the LT4 deal.
Yes.
And man, there's a few mad people that if that's a real SS car, you ruined it by putting that LT4 in there.
Well, let me tell you something. That is a real SS car, and we did not ruin it.
Dude, that car.
We made that thing
cool.
better.
God, I drove it really for the first time today. And I didn't get on it until you seen me, by the way. Like, I just drove it normal down the interstate.
Well, you stuck it pretty good. You stayed in it long enough.
I did.
I saw it sideways, and I was going, don't lose it, man. Don't lose it. We still only got liability on that thing.
Dude, that car, it makes all the right noises. It cruises great. That 4L80 is amazing behind that LT4. Like, that's a very cool car.
It is. It is. And also... my brother, and you didn't know this until I told you this morning, my brother actually drove it home Saturday He lives every bit of an hour from here.
At least an hour, yeah.
Up in Edmond.
Yeah.
Where it smells like dog food.
Like dog food up there.
Lives up in Edmond. He drove it there. I think he cruised it around and stuff Saturday, and then drove it back here Sunday. Said it didn't miss a beat, man. Said he loves it. So
awesome.
It's about time, and I also was really stoked because I walked in the shop. We got 2 less Chevelles in there and a Mach 1. And I'm looking around going, wow, we got some room in the shop.
Uh-huh.
And now he brought it back. So he just brought it back, though. He's got to finish it up. He wants to work on it over here. He doesn't have a big shop. He's got a 3-car garage. And
but he's already got 2 cars in.
He's already got a couple cars in them. But he's obviously going to do the work here.
Yeah.
And he also knows if he keeps it at his place, then nothing's going to get done on it that we would actually do while it's here.
Yes.
Like you said, you drove it today. We took it to our buddy over at Eli's Easy Trim, and he is putting the headliner, cell panels, all that stuff in it.
Yep.
We're not headliner people.
Nope. I've had to have one vehicle have a headliner put in it, and we didn't do it.
Nope. Dad can do it.
Well, your dad gave me the number to the guy that I took my truck to have it done. So
Dad can do it, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So Eli's a professional, and it will look better. Dad can get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's nothing. Dad can do everything from front to back. I remember back in the day, we used to put the seat covers and everything on them.
Really?
Yeah, with the hog rings and all that stuff. I was a kid, so I was the guy who I would take all the old hog rings off of it, and that sucks.
Yeah, they do. Did you cut them off, or did you?
But anyways, like I said, when I was a kid, we used to, there's 2 different ways, man. You could grab 2 needle nose, and you can like twist them apart a little bit, or you could just cut them. It's easier to cut them. And most of the ones we ever messed with were all rusty and everything anyways.
Yeah.
So, but he could do that himself,
Your dad's like kind of thrifty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of a tight ass. So I'm sure that he learned how to do
I don't know that
stuff.
it's tight ass or no money.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you can be a tight ass and be rich.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or you can be thrifty and just be broke.
Yeah.
You have to be thrifty.
True.
Or
very true.
If you're rich, maybe that's the reason, because you're thrifty.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But speaking of Richie Chevelle, we're going to go ahead and talk about that video a little bit. Our editor has been really good. Okay? Let's talk about this just a little bit.
What'd you do? What I missed?
So Aiden has been our editor for a while now. He films most of everything and he edits everything. Should have edited out whenever you were talking about from now till December.
I know. I've seen people talking about that.
That should have got edited out.
I just wanted to show the car because
I know, but
video on it.
for Phantom walking
but did you
around
not see
saying
that I put filmed in November and everyone's still saying, "Oh, that ended a couple months ago."
I don't know.
I put filmed in November.
I did see that.
I don't know, but man, you know how that is, man. All of our guys are morons, and they don't really know what's going on. So.
When's his giveaway?
So then they're like, whoa, why is that Chevelle still there? I thought he picked it up.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, it was like a 3-part. We didn't do a whole lot at a time with Richie Chevelle. He did most of the work, and we didn't film most of it. So we only filmed the stuff that we helped him on. And we're not going to put out a 10-minute video. So what we would do is we stacked up a couple of different times that we worked on that car, and then we put it all out. So the stuff where Phantom talked about from now till December 12th or whatever, get you a chance to win this car, that stuff should have got edited out. So if you're watching that video, I did see one guy said something about
Steve. You talking about Steve?
Yeah.
Steve ain't gonna watch our channel no more.
You guys need to get new content. I'm not watching. This stuff's old.
Yeah, I said okay, Steve.
That content was new, Steve. Just for the record.
Yeah,
you're stealing people's content, redoing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. So, Steve. It's always a Steve.
But anyways, we should have edited that part out.
Yeah.
But
it was still a good video though.
Yeah. Hey,
it was stuff on there.
It was. It was a good video.
Yeah.
What?
We should have.
Yeah, no, we should have. The royal we.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the cinematics on that video.
Yeah, it's a cool car. It was a cool video. I'm glad that it will be gone soon.
We finally went out, and something that we got built, we actually went out and drove and stuck it and smoked the tires.
Well, it was a Chevy, so.
It was. Can't do that with a Coyote. It might break.
Yeah, make the rear end noisy something.
Yeah.
So another thing, a topic, we've been trying to figure out how to get some more money running through here, right? We got fired and got no job. So we've been looking at different sponsorship avenues for people to, have spots in our YouTube videos or,
come on board.
Yeah, like Mark Mickey, this show's brought to you by M&M Transmissions. So we've got one coming up here soon. And I almost turned it down because not really my thing, because it's kind of like some sci-fi, I guess it is, or like or nerd type stuff. And I was like,
I'm in.
So and I didn't realize that. And then, I finally showed it to Shawn and he was like, oh man, I think I'm into this. So
yeah,
I didn't realize that Shawn was into things like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him.
Oh, I am. That's, hey, look, if I can watch anything, if I got to pick any kind of movie that I like, then that's yes. I'm a Star Wars guy. I like anything Star Wars. I like anything. Man, I even like Star Trek.
Yeah.
I like all the fantasy stuff.
Like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Yes, I've watched them all. I've watched every one of them. I like Harry Potter. I like Lord of the Rings. And honestly, Aiden got me into Harry Potter first. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Which one did you get me into?
I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
There you go. That's what happened. So traveling as much as what I did, I used to have a DVD player.
Yeah.
And you know how it is, man. If you can watch something that is seasons long, then boom, you're in. Yeah. And Aiden got me into Harry Potter, and I was, man, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
And I watched all of them, and then I thought, man, Lord of the Rings is like 7 seasons or something, or seven movies. They were movies, yes, but they're very long.
There's a bunch of them.
Very long, and there's a bunch. And so I ended up watching that. It was great.
Yeah.
Then after that, I watched all of what's the other ones?
I mean, there's The Hobbit. There's
The
Lord
Hobbit.
Rings,
I watched all the
Potter,
Hobbits.
I forgot about The Hobbit.
I
I watched all the Hobbits. I just like them. I don't know what it is. I like
fantasy. Like one of the main movies that I know that you showed me when I was a kid that scarred me back then, but I really like the movie is.
Here we go. He's going to talk to his therapist about how he got scarred by a movie that I told him was good. What was it?
There's just some movies that are scary. Like The Grinch. I hated The Grinch. It was scary.
Yeah, you did.
But
Mallory doesn't like E.T.
I just don't like. Well, yeah, no. Hey, I get that. Hey, like 80s like costumes like that is scary, man.
Yeah.
But I didn't like. I like it now, but the Never Ending Story.
Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah.
That
fantasy.
I watched that when I was a kid. Yeah.
That was one of my
The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That whole
but it's a spin-off of Harry Potter
too. It is.
It's the Harry Potter world.
What's witchcraft? Any kind of witchcraft. Anything with witches. Like there was a show back in the day called The Craft that I liked.
Oh, well, that's because it was hot chicks doing weird stuff.
Doing witch stuff. Yeah, no, it's amazing. I like anything like that, man.
You like
anything.
A lot of superhero stuff you like.
I do. I like all the superhero movies. I like anything with vampires in it. I like anything with
like the Lost Boys.
What is that? The Lost Boys was amazing.
That was a good one.
I actually went to where they filmed the Lost Boys in California. Where they hung off the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was recently, wasn't it?
I've walked down that bridge. No, I haven't been there since I was a kid. What else? There's other stuff.
What, like series? Or like
what is the one with the lichens and the vampires and stuff in it?
Are you talking about the
love story? It's actually a love story.
With the werewolf.
You talking about Edward? Like
yeah.
Oh my, you're
Twilight.
There you go.
I like it.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Look, I ain't too proud to say it. I like all that. What?
It's like saying you like The Notebook.
The Notebook's a good movie.
I've never seen it. Oh,
clearly.
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem? Yeah. Yeah, no. Hey, I like that whole trilogy. Man, how many ever there are?
Man, I have. So it's embarrassing to say. I probably should say it on podcast, but I watched a movie for the first time last night that you'd probably be disappointed if I told you last night's the first time I ever watched it.
I wouldn't be disappointed if you watched a movie. Did you watch Brokeback Mountain or something?
No, it was Top Gun.
Why am I disappointed?
That's because it's
my first time seeing it. I'm 20 years old.
Hey, it's
or
good.
19 years old. Oh, it was so amazing. Like I love watching F-22 Raptors, F-16. Like I love aviation.
Well, then
and it was sick.
Then you need to watch. You need to watch Cold Trickle.
Days of Thunder.
You never watched Days of Thunder?
You never watched Days of Thunder?
No.
Dude.
I just like aviation. I like old P-51s, F-22 Raptors, U-2 bomber, or what is it? What's
B-2.
B-2 bombers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Any kind of stuff like that. Because I just watched, because the new one came out a couple years ago. I watched that.
I remember I was disappointed
after.
whenever you said that you had watched the new one.
I had not watched new. I watched the new one last night for the first time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched it after I watched
Where
the
were
first
you at
one.
whenever we were all watching that at the movie theater? Because me and Sabri and,
You watched
and
it at the movie
everybody
theater?
went to the movie
He was
theater and
still in
watched
high
it.
school. We watched it in Cincinnati.
Oh, you've seen
yeah,
it? I was
'cause
going to ask
Sabri
you to
was with
watch.
us.
I was going to ask you to watch it.
No, I've seen it.
It's pretty.
I'll watch it again though,
Yeah,
just
no,
like
it's-
I've seen the first one a million times.
Same.
Yeah, he's not a very good actor.
Who?
Tom Cruise.
What?
He's not.
Boy, watch yourself.
Man.
He is.
So
He's like 5'6".
he
He's
is.
still a good actor.
And his tooth is in the middle of his nose.
It
You
is.
notice that?
He's got big teeth.
Yeah. So back to Days of Thunder.
You also got to watch Days of Thunder.
So back in the day, we used to go to the Sam's Club, right? You could buy more for less.
Well, yeah.
And they had
Thrifty.
big, yeah, they had a big surround sound set up in there for all the people to go in there and try to buy. Well, they had Days of Thunder set up on it, and you could press the button, and it would start when he was going around the track. Oh, dude, it was the coolest thing ever.
That's
Like,
something
it'd
that
get
kind of
real
went out.
loud.
They don't really care about having all that stuff anymore.
No, not anymore. You got sound bars that does
I
all
know.
that.
I
for
know.
you.
I knew about Goose and Maverick, but I didn't know Goose died. I was caught off guard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know he
yeah.
died.
They
Oh,
killed
yeah.
Goose.
And then you saw his son.
His son was in the second
That's
one.
why he
I
was
like,
mad
"Ooh."
at his dad.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't his fault.
It was
No.
not.
Started
He-
spinning.
He doesn't know.
But I've also never seen another movie with because he didn't have very many movies. I don't think Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer?
He didn't have
He's
very
got a lot of
many
movies.
He's in
No.
Tombstone.
He was
He's-
Batman.
That's all you know him from his.
He was
Tombstone.
Batman.
and Batman.
He was Batman. But
Okay.
that's it.
Big
Think about
boy.
Batman.
He was in a show.
The superhero
called,
stuff is amazing.
Batman, Tombstone, and Top Gun.
No, Val Kilmer's been in more than that.
No,
He's
but
been in
that's
a
the that's.
But
the
yeah, I
thing.
know. That's probably what he's known for. But he's been in a lot of movies.
There's one called Heat, something like that.
Heat is a good movie.
No.
Have you never seen it?
The girls.
No, I'm talking...
There's one. It's called something Heat, and it's Val Kilmer. But there's also a movie called Heat, and it's got the two girls that are cops.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Heat
He
is the one with
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, and I think he's in it. I think Val Kilmer's
Yeah,
in it. Yeah. So that's a good movie. You should watch that one.
I forgot.
But the one you're talking about
I
has
for-
Sandra Bullock in it too.
Yeah.
The other one, that's a good
and
movie
it's got
too.
Because
the girl from Modern
Yeah,
Family.
she is so hot, man. That's the reason that. Oh yeah,
The girl from
Sophia.
Sophia-
Oh yeah, the old chick, the old
Yeah.
Mexican chick.
She's not even
she's
old. She's not Mexican either.
Yeah, she is.
She's
Colombian
Colombian
or something. So yeah,
Spanish. My bad.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, she's from somewhere south.
Yeah. It's below the equator.
But man,
close
I
to
don't
the
know what it
equator.
is, but you show me any type of, I don't know, fantasy, any type of fantasy stuff like that, man. I like all that stuff, and that is probably my favorite. What do you call it? Genre.
genre.
of
You
movie?
like so? Do you like what's the movie? You Killed My Father. Prepare to Die.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Yeah,
like,
no, I
that's
told
like
you about
fantasy.
that
Yeah,
movie.
like no, you didn't. I watched it in school for the first time.
Did
And
you like
I
Avatar?
told you how good it is.
Oh yeah, Avatar's amazing.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
Avatar.
Avatar's amazing. The new ones just came out.
You're talking about Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
That's a
yes,
good
it's
movie.
a great movie. It's got
Never
Andre.
seen it.
Great movie.
It's got Andre the Giant in it.
It
Awesome.
does.
Never seen
It
it.
does. Yes. No. I like stuff like that.
It's-
all that.
Well, then you're gonna like this new sponsor that we're gonna be doing here soon.
Yeah. No, you showed me the little video of it, and no, it's right up my alley, man. I'm telling you right now, I don't know how I missed being a Dungeons and Dragons kid,
Ugh.
but
Yeah.
I'll bet you if I learned all of it now, I'd probably still love it.
Like casting spells
Yes.
and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
I
that
like
was. I think that was before. Like everyone had kind of grown out of that whenever I was growing up.
And I think that that's the reason I missed it.
Well,
Yeah.
fam, you could have played World of Warcraft or whatever on the
I didn't
computer,
know.
but you could
I
have.
didn't.
Like you could have done that.
Actually,
But they made a movie of
you
that,
know
too.
what? Isn't that the one that's WoW? WOW? I may have
Yeah.
played that.
So they made a Warcraft movie. I loved it.
I know. I just know it's got like trolls and stuff like that.
Yeah. So they came to our planet and tried to take it over through a big like
Portal.
portal. Yeah. You know.
The only thing I know about World of Warcraft is the South Park episode where they're all sitting down in the basement.
Jesus. See,
And
I
they
haven't
start
even
getting
seen
all
that.
fat and pimples and stuff.
See, I haven't
Mom.
even seen that.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one.
There was a old movie at one point, like anything with aliens.
Aliens. Good.
There's a old movie that had I see his face, man. He's married to
Will Smith.
no,
Oh.
no, he's married to Goldie Hawn.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yep.
He's in Tombstone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He was in the army, and they went through a portal just like that, and then ended up in an alien country, which kind of looked like Egypt.
Egypt.
Well, I mean, aliens built the pyramids. So that makes sense.
They were around all the pyramids and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and it's called, God dang.
I don't know this one.
I don't know. I'll think about it at some point.
You know, a movie with Kurt Russell you probably forgot about that I started watching, or I watched again.
What?
Remember Sky High?
Uh-huh.
That was a good movie.
It is.
You remember that? Okay, so it's this school.
He
where
doesn't remember that
kids-
because he doesn't have kids.
It's this school where these kids. It's a high school, but it's only for kids that have superpowers, and they basically learn the superpowers and all that.
Yeah.
And this kid's mom and dad are the couple that is like saves the city and all that.
Yeah.
And there's this rare case where a kid with two super parents aren't born with superpowers, and that was him. And they ended up finding his superpowers.
Huh.
It's a good
I feel like that's where the Incredibles stole their storyline from.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
They all have
I
superpowers.
like the Incredibles.
Yeah.
And the Incredibles. They're coming out with like a fourth one or something like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sure I'll watch it.
And Toy Story 5.
Yeah, that got bad after the third one.
The third one's
Yeah.
the best one.
I don't know if that's the best one.
With the bear at the daycare? That's the
Oh, is
best
that the third one?
Yeah, the third one.
Okay, that's pretty good.
The
See, I
second
haven't
one.
seen past Toy Story 2. So
The second one has the girl cowboy and Bullseye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well then,
I don't know. But
Movies are
yes,
good.
fantasy. Fantasy. I like it.
Shawn likes fantasy movies. For those of you that didn't know,
I've loved Star Wars my whole life, and I don't think my dad's ever watched it.
so the first Star Wars came out before you were born, right? Or like right around
77,
the same
78,
yeah.
79, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went and seen what was the new one they came out with in like '99 or whatever.
Yeah, there's the Menace, probably the Phantom Menace.
That's the first and only one I've ever seen.
yeah.
There's A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Wait, I already said New Hope. I can't name them all. You probably
Yeah.
could.
I don't think I can name them all.
Revenge of the Sith. Right?
See, I didn't even know that one.
I think that's a new one. I'm pretty sure that's one of the newer ones.
The first one is A New Hope,
Yes.
and then Return of the Jedi. No, I'm sorry. The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
And then
Forgot
Return of the
about that.
Jedi.
I need to go back and watch because I see clips. Like I never even made it to the part where.
The other ones
He
are all
wasn't.
prequels.
Yeah, but I've never even made it to the part where. Yeah, no, exactly. I've never even made it to the part where it's not Darth Vader yet. It's Anakin.
That's the prequel.
I know, but I haven't made it to that part at all. Like
Spaceballs is better.
Spaceballs is good.
better.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
We could talk about movies and quote movies pretty much for
I know. That's
2 or
kind
3
of our thing.
podcasts.
That's kind of our thing around here.
There's a lot of quotes about the Friday quotes. There's a lot of people in the comments about the Friday quotes.
Yeah, Friday's a good movie.
It is.
All
Kind of
of
like
them.
both of ours. We just keep it at your place.
Yep. He gonna cry in a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I don't know. We got anything else to talk about? We just wanted to get in here and do one, but while we can before we get busy, because we are going to be busy the rest of the week, whether it be traveling or testing blue,
Yes.
and then next week probably a lot of the same.
Yeah, and we wanted to get all this out of the way. That way, whenever we do it again, we can talk about how testing went, and obviously we'll have videos. And we'll just do our regular YouTubes on the testing and stuff, and we'll probably put one out for testing.
Oh yeah, one for testing, and then one for when we go
For sure.
in
Because
the U.S. Street Nats.
do we have any plans for that weekend in between testing and then the actual race? That I can have that deal edited by that time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll go out and do something while we're in Florida. It's gonna be cold.
So cold, and
So-
dude, when it's cold in Florida, I thought we thought Billy was full of shit. Your cousin Billy, he said it's colder in Florida when it's cold. It's so cold there because it's wet there. Like there's humidity is so bad. It's
Yeah.
like, man, it was 40 last year when we were there for the U.S. Street Nats, and it was unbearably cold.
Yeah. It was U.S. Street Nats was 40. Which one rained so much?
U.S. Street,
It was.
the first one.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
the
yeah.
first one we went to.
Remember we parked in that big old hole and everything drained to right where we were parked?
I remember.
Luckily it was concrete or pavement though.
Yeah.
So
Yep. So big expectations for blue testing this week. We've got we don't have the track. We're just getting in on some test sessions Thursday and Friday.
Yep.
Weather for Thursday doesn't look great, but Friday full bore.
that's really all we need, I think, is one day. As long as we put the car all back together right,
Yep.
we'll go out there and we should, with where the car's at right now, we should hit the ground running every time we take it out.
We should. And most of the time we do. I mean, we kind of got behind the 8 ball at the last race because we blew it up on the second pass. You know, that hurt us a little bit. But, you know, figure it out and move forward. And that's what we're going to do.
That's the plan, man. We're just going to keep on trying. We're going to, at some point, man, we're going to show that you can put a turbo car in the winner's circle, not just qualify good.
At a race where the baddest of the bad show up. I mean, we've put it in the winner's circle a couple times. We're going to do it against 80 of the other baddest dudes in pro mods one of these days.
That's the plan, man.
Like, I wholeheartedly believe it. I truly believe we're going to put this car in the winner's circle out there. I really do. And hopefully number 1 qualifier and all that stuff.
Either one of them would be awesome.
Yeah. Either or both, you know. Take any of the combination. Yeah.
So anyways, we appreciate y'all. You know, some people are watching.
Some. I think it's steadily growing, like one person by one person on each episode.
That's the plan because one of these days we'll probably start doing this weekly.
There's a lot of people that want us to do it weekly.
I think we pretty much are.
I mean, this one will be 2 weeks in a row.
It will?
We have one more.
So you're probably going to put this out tomorrow.
I think so. I think go in, knock this out. We'll get it uploaded.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you got to edit is whenever I took a break and went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Other than that, we don't edit things.
Yeah,
what do you mean, which sucks?
Well, because if it would have just been...
All you got to do is pull it out. Not a big deal.
Listen, if it was the beginning or the end, I could just do that in the actual phone camera settings instead of having to put it in CapCut, edit that out, and then I got to transfer it in 4K, which takes 30 minutes by itself, and then I got to upload to Dropbox, which takes an hour.
I could go in there and cut out the middle section, and I don't even know how to do any of that.
Okay.
I feel like he's calling you out.
I can do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to remain Switzerland on this one.
I'll show you when we get done because I'm smart.
Don't let him mess his deal up.
Wicked smart. I'll show you on one of my videos, and I'll just show you. I can take out as much in the middle as you want. Save it.
So, anyways, thanks to M&M Transmissions for bringing you guys this show today.
Yes.
If you or anyone that you know would like to help us present this podcast, email us at 187customs@themurdernova.com. Let's figure it out. We've got several packages available. We can find something that suits you. So I am still lobbying for stuff on the wall, as many of you are as well. Hopefully...
I mean, kind of sneaking her on in here.
Little by little. So we're working on it, guys. We hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we're enjoying bringing this to you. So share it, comment, check it out on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's on Amazon. Anywhere that you want to listen or watch a podcast, it's going to be at. So check it out. And
just so you know, the red light's been on every single episode.
I thought so. I knew that guy was messing with us. Somebody said that light wasn't on.
I saw that. Hey, and I couldn't argue with him whether it was or not.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm always aware of my surroundings.
Yeah, always know what's going on.
Always know what's going on around me.
So.
All right, well, we got a couple of days of driving, so probably won't hear a whole lot from us. But when we do our next podcast, our next podcast, we'll probably, like I said, we're going to get Ryan and probably Carson on it just because that's when we're going to start promoting our race series. Yes. And we'll have dates, where we're going to be. We're going to have class rules. That's what we're bringing Carson on for. Carson is this is how it's going to be right here. And he is the no-nonsense guy.
Yes,
you know?
He's not.
Whereas me and Ryan's kind of a nonsense. Yes. We're the nonsense guys that he's got to kind of wrangle up and get everything together.
I don't envy him.
No, he's got to keep me and Ryan in line on this deal. And so far, so good, I think.
Yeah. Yep. So more on the Outlaw Syndicate.
We're going to get some new chairs, too, at some point, guys.
Yep. Viper. I know you're watching.
Still sitting over here in this crooked chair.
And I don't have any armrests.
It's a table that doesn't make noise.
Okay.